All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Redskins. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talk too much.
Great. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Express. We got motion. Back up. Eight. Mike 5-2.
Now Newton on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. It's complete to Drake. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. The shotgun snap for Newton. And able to find Green. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Right at 54 miles. Hey, get away. Gun. Switch it. Come here, switch it. 36. Get it.
Now the former Notre Damer. This is C.J. Procise. Levante David in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I got it. Hey, switch gears. Express!
A second down carry for Procise. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's got his man here. It's Green. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Eight. Check 99. Check 3.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Myles Garrett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Blue down. Hey, screen. Watch the twins. Patch it. Check. Yo. Kill. Check 37. Hold.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. This one caught by Isabella. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Check 26, check 21. No. Off. Hey, alert 3. Wait. Back.
So that'll back him up 5.
Come on now, let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Watch the safety creep. Watch twins. Tight go.
Here's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a good shot.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a gain of 35. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Cat 52. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side completes Isabella. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They come out here in the eye. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. On first down, here's Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 16-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Right there, 54 Mike. In the face.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
94 is the mark. 94. Check the backer. Check. Lucky.
They run with Breida. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They come up in an offset eye. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Screen. Flat, flat.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get enough.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. One will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You ain't put it to him, check, over. You put it to him, check, over. He's checking. Trash. Check 24, check 24. Come on.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go. Go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And Stills bringing it in. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
17 yards. That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check safety. Check safety. Check it.
Now it's Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
44's to Mike. 44's to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. It's complete. Stills. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
10 yards. And the Patriots 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check 31. Check. That's up. Right. Slam. Shift. 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 Kick.
Now a give running left is Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They run again with Breida.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Jackson. And he's going to go down. They give it to him back at the 40. Lorenzo Carter able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards.
On 2nd and very short. Newton, that's caught by Howard. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Check, 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Right there. 54. Right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Fletcher Cox. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Newton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Double dog. That's the way. 8.
They snap it to Newton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
All day, baby, all day. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Rush in. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The 20. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trey Burton, 46 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Newton letting one go. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. New England on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
We got 4. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me defense. Switch it.
From the gun, Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Super Bowl 55 hitting the home stretch. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Check three.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score, Patriots 33.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Procise on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you committee